If I align with the intentions of the sages and do not participate in good deeds. This is the innate knowledge of the saints. If one can accumulate experiences through the subtleties of life and realize the truth of the great way, then there is no need to seek wise teachers anymore. This is called innate knowledge of the truth remaining beyond later learning. If it is due to misunderstanding and false diligence in seeking learning, one should call it the mistake if one has already understood. If one does not learn the arts and virtues, one cannot distinguish between different famous figures, nor can one distinguish true Dharma from false words that claim to teach the Buddha's way. If one cannot awaken to liberation, one should strive diligently to visit and learn enlightenment through various teachings. If one has already understood the truth, there is no need for learning. Just like those who are not enlightened, they cannot distinguish right from wrong, and they crazily claim to be preaching the Buddha's Dharma, does not realize that he is currently slandering the Buddhist teachings. Speech such as silk and others, as if rain, is actually a form of illusion. If the teacher is not the Buddha, he is the demon king. Disciples are demons called misled people. Let him command, unconsciously falling into the sea of birth and death. Like this, a person who is not enlightened, even if they say it, there is as much as river rain. All of it belongs to the Dharma spoken of in the context. This is not the Dharma spoken of by the Buddha. The teacher is the demon king. Disciples are misled beings. Let him manipulate freely, not realizing he has fallen into the sea of birth and death. However, believers do not see and wrongly claim to be the Buddha. These beings are the great sinners. All sentient beings. Another enters the demon realm. If one does not see one's true nature and speaks of the 12, do not be surprised. These are the magical teachings and the relatives of demons, not the disciples of the Buddha, neither altering nor creating white foundations. Why escape birth and death, if believing, one is indeed the Buddha, not seeing the truth? That is sentient beings. There is no star believer who foolishly claims to be the Buddha. Such a person is a great sinner, because he deceives all beings. Let them fall into the demonic realm. If there is no star to gradually believe, even if one can expound on the contents of the 12 classic Buddhist texts, they are all magical words of the demon's family. He is not a disciple of the Buddhist school, cannot distinguish right from wrong. And by what means can you attain liberation from birth and death? If the star believers are the ones who attain Buddhahood, those who cannot understand the heart's gradual truth are just ordinary people. If one departs from the nature of sentient beings, there is no way to obtain Buddha nature. Where are the Buddhist scriptures? The nature of all sentient beings is indeed the Buddha nature. Outside of nature, there is no Buddha. The Buddha is indeed the nature. Aside from this faith, no Buddha can be attained. There is no essence outside of the Buddha that can be attained, if one departs from the nature of sentient beings. On the other hand, if there is Buddha nature, where can the Buddha be seen in this sutra? Therefore, the nature of sentient beings is indeed the Buddha nature. And outside of Buddha nature, there is no Buddha. The Buddha is indeed Buddha nature. Aside from this Buddha nature, there are no other Buddhas outside. There is also no Buddha nature to be obtained. Asking if, without belief in the Amitabha Sutra, one does not lose diligence and promotes welfare to attain Buddhahood. Asking if there is no star believer. Can chanting the Buddha's name and reciting sutras, without missing keeping the precepts, accumulate merit to attain Buddhahood? The answer cannot be obtained. The answer is no. Again asking why not? Again, I ask, why not? There are small teachings. There are indeed precepts, cause and effect, retribution, and the law of reincarnation. It is inevitable to fall into birth and death. When will one attain Buddhahood? Attaining Buddhahood is a sheer illusion if there is no gradual belief. If one does not gradually believe in the English language and others, if the external way is regarded as the Buddha, without hesitation, the external way responds. If there is one way to attain, then there are laws that transgress. There is cause and effect, returns, and falls into reincarnation. When will there be death? Until what time can one attain Buddhahood? To attain Buddhahood, the people's hearts must gradually believe. If there is no gradual belief, all discussions about causes and effects, retributions, and so on are all writings of heretics. Attaining Buddhahood is not through external practices. The Buddha is a person without deeds, without cause and effect. But there are a few dharmas that can be fully attained. Is the sticking Buddha a peaceful city, but having a single-minded dwelling, also able to understand and see? The Buddha does not permit the Buddha. He is not controlled by karmic forces. It also transcends the influence of cause and effect. If it is said that attaining Buddhahood can be achieved through any means, that is certainly denying the Buddha. How can one attain Buddhahood relying on external ways? As long as one falls into any thought, one can bind, one can see. Among them, becoming a Buddha is not permitted. The Buddha does not eat. The nature of the mind is originally empty and not enough to be complete. All dharmas are without cultivation, without arrangement, and have no cause and effect. The Buddha does not uphold precepts. The Buddha does not maintain them. The Buddha does not create evil. The Buddha does not become anxious. To advance to Buddhahood without slackening is to perform nothing. There are no troubles with keeping the precepts or breaking them, because of the nature of the Buddha. Originally, the air is not clung to by the Buddha, distinguishing the polluted from the pure or being close. In regards to all dharmas, there is no thought of cultivation or verification, and does not fall into the influence of cause and effect. The Buddha does not deliberately keep precepts or cultivate good deeds, diligence and laziness. The Buddha does not cling to all dharmas and does not create any karma, but a helper's heart achieves the Buddha, so it is not permitted either. The Buddha is not the Buddha. Do not act as a Buddha if you do not see these at all times. Everywhere, it cannot reveal the true mind. As long as the heart is held to something, one cannot attain Buddhahood. The Buddha outside of the mind is not the Buddha. Do not think that there is a Buddha outside the heart, if one does not understand this controversy. At any time, no place can clarify the true mind if one does not see one's nature. At all times, you sit without doing. To think is the great sinner. It is like eating humans if there is no plan. In the emptiness, blurred like an intoxicated person, it does not change good things. If you practice the non-doing Dharma, gradually need to, then regretting the original law, if not believing it, there are 5 places to attain the path of Buddhahood. Some people scatter without cause and effect. A person who commits bad actions hoping for something must be empty. Such people have no faults. Dusk has no sight in the dark regions and eternally has no beginning. The weak should not govern. Such is the understanding. If there is no star believer, at any time, one wishes to avoid creating karma. This is the great sinner, where people consume others, falling into the erroneous concept of limitless emptiness. Just like a drunken person cannot distinguish good from bad, right from wrong. If one is to practice the non-action method, one must first understand the mind and gradually believe, and then pointing out various distractions and chaos. If one does not see the truth, how can one attain Buddhahood? That is impossible. Some people believe there is no cause and effect, therefore, they recklessly create evil deeds, crazily saying, all is empty, to do evil will not lead to faults. Such people will fall into the realm of darkness without end. One can never attain liberation. If one is a wise person, will not have such understanding. They ask why there is weakness and loss, minor movements. At all times reveal the true mind, colors and forms are impermanent. The cloud river does not see the true mind. They ask, since it is said that any bodily and mental activity, any time is the manifestation of the operation of the true mind and Buddha nature, then, when a person's physical body dies due to impermanence, why have you not seen this true mind of Buddha nature? The true mind is always present. The character of milk is not seen. The answer is that the true mind often appears before the eyes. It is that you have not seen. Asking. Galaxies are built upon. Why can't they be seen? If one asks about the true mind, it often appears. Why can it not be seen? The master said. Do you dream of layers of milk? The poem says, have you ever dreamed? The answer is that I once dreamed of answering. Have you ever dreamed? When asking, is it like when dreaming? Is the one who asks you during the dream actually you? The answer. The room itself. The answer is the essence itself. Then they ask. Words and poetry are for movement and for milk, not separating. Again asking, are the words and actions in your dream the same as yourself or different? The answer is, not different. The answer is no distinction. Loss and agreement. Saving weakness, not different. And this physical existence is the original Dharma body and this Dharma. The body exists as the true mind says. Since there is no distinction. This body in the dream is your original Dharma body. This Dharma body is your true mind. This mind has never had real situation since the great catastrophe. And now it is not different. There has never been birth and death, neither born nor extinguished, neither increasing nor decreasing, neither enough nor disrespectful, neither good nor evil, neither coming nor going. There is no right or wrong. There is no distinction of male or female, no distinctions between monks, laypeople, old or young, no superiority, no Dharma, and no Buddha. There are no sentient beings. There is nothing to rectify. There are also no causes and effects. There is also no distinctive appearance, just like the void. One cannot gain or let go of mountains, rivers, stones, and walls. Love cannot come and go, coming freely into the divine powers through the 5 aggregates and not crossing the river of birth and death. All karma resides in this Dharma body and cannot. This true mind has been manifesting since time immemorial. To the present, there is no difference. There has never been birth or death. It has always been neither born nor extinguished, neither increasing nor decreasing, neither enough nor disrespectful, neither good nor evil, neither coming nor going. There is no right or wrong, and there are no distinctions such as male and female, young and old, neither saintly nor ordinary. There are neither Buddhas nor sentient beings nor rectifications. There are also no causes and effects. There is also no power at all. There is also no appearance. Like the void. Cannot take nor discard. Mountains, rivers, stones, and walls cannot obstruct it. It comes and goes freely, transcending through the 5 aggregates of mountains and crossing the river of life and death. All karmic forces cannot affect this Dharma body. This mind is subtle and difficult to see. This mind is not like a color star. This mind is seen in people's streets. In this, those who manipulate in bright movement. Like the constant and the sands, they question. One cannot reach. Just like herders are similar. Always one benefits oneself. Why is this not your true mind? Only the subtle and mysterious are difficult to see. The true mind is different from the physical body's heart, and everyone wants to see the true mind. In broad daylight, actions with hands and feet number to countless like sands. But if you ask them if they can see this true mind, all say there is no way. Just like a wooden person, ignorant and unaware, this true mind is utilized only by oneself to be effective. Why do you not know this? The Buddha said all sentient beings. All are misled beings, thus creating karma. Falling into the river of birth and death, want to exit, is it yet? Only because of not seeing the truth. If beings are not deluded, why is it that the question about the true mind has not one small person? Why is it that one's own manual foot is not recognized by the sage and is not confused and enamored? Therefore, this difficulty cannot be called Buddhist doctrine. Beings who can understand this Dharma in any time are still unclear about the Buddha's teaching that all beings are deluded, because not seeing one's true mind is why karma is created, falling into birth and death. In the great river of reincarnation, one wants to escape reincarnation. As a result, one is submerged in. These are all due to not seeing one's true nature. If beings are not deluded, why is it that when it comes to the matter of a true mind, there isn't even one minor person? You can move your hands and feet because of your true mind. Why then do you not recognize your true mind? Therefore, one knows the sage did not speak incorrectly. You are that person. One does not even realize that he has already lost his way. Therefore, understanding the true mind is very difficult. Only the Buddha alone can understand this matter. The remaining celestial realms, primal realms, and all other beings are completely unclear.